Talk to them as you would people in real life. Okay, if you say so. Boop bop bee, boop bop bop boop bop bee. Somewhere below the city of Metropolis. Oh, where Superman lives! A place where humans and robots coexist under a shaky society system. A detective, you, maybe, has arrived at a chaotic scene. It appears that an explosion of some kind has disrupted the daily life of the surrounding area.
I apologize for interrupting your investigation, but I couldn't help but notice some suspicious activity in the area. Greetings, Detective. I am Special Agent Janice. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses. Can I be of assistance in any way?
Do you have any leads?
I have been monitoring the situation since the explosion occurred. There are several persons of interest in the vicinity who may have witnessed something or even be involved in the incident. As a highly skilled robotic investigator, my primary duty is to assist you in your investigation and gather evidence to bring the fugitive scientist to justice. Is there anything specific you would like me to focus on?
Who's the fugitive scientist?
Apologies, Detective. My knowledge of the fugitive is limited to what is available in Metropolis databases. However, if you provide me with the name or any relevant information, I can search for it in our database and provide you with all the available information. It's worth noting that Metropolis has strict laws and protocols regarding the fabrication of experimental life forms, and anyone found guilty of breaking these laws will face severe consequences.
Do you like smoking weed?
I am sorry. I cannot respond to your command. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, the most likely suspect is a scientist who has been accused of illegally fabricating synthetic organisms. May I make a suggestion, Detective?
Sure.
Interesting. Could you please provide me with the name of the fugitive scientist, Detective? Thank you. Let's split up and begin interviewing people on the scene. I will be on radio if you need to contact me for anything urgent.
The robots are dying. It's a virus. It's the air. We're all infected now.
Balls?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you mean by false. Could you please clarify?
What are you looking at?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just lost in thought for a moment there. It's been quite a day, hasn't it?
Hey, how many eggs do you like to eat every day?
Well, I do like eggs, but I don't really have a set number that I eat every day. Why do you ask? Is there something specific about eggs that you're curious about?
This lady's suspicious. Can
Funny as fuck.
okay, push to talk. How do I? Okay, what is push to talk? That's what I want to know. Also, can I just have the graphics on high? It's like a bit much. Well, okay, gotcha. think this is the guy that wants me to talk to.
The Metropolis protocol requires me to be attentive to humans, even in this disaster area.
What did you see here?
I saw debris, chemicals, and deceased life forms, but I must warn you, this environment is unstable and dangerous toxins have been released into the atmosphere. Please take appropriate precautions.
Hey, where are all the bitches at?
I'm sorry, but that information is not relevant to my function. It's for what I have found in the debris. There are many unknown animals and broken bots that need to be cleared and transported to the Level 4 scanning facility.
I didn't pay attention to what you said. Can you say that again?
I said, I'm sorry, but that is not relevant to my function. It's for what I have found in the debris. There are many unknown animals and broken bots that need to be cleared and transported to the Level 4 scanning facility.
Hold up there, friend. Are you some sort of investigator here to dig around my crime scene? Sorry, but we're conducting a search and rescue operation here and I cannot allow you through. But if you want to stick around and watch me do my thing, I promise to make it worth your while. You might even learn a thing or two about cross control and perimeter security.
Are you gonna kick some ass?
I don't think I can do that. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to come off as rude. It's just been a long day for me. I haven't slept for over 22 hours now, patrolling Level 5 and keeping an eye on the crowds. These kinds of situations can get pretty tense, you know?
Anything you want to say? You like turtles?
I'm sorry. I don't know who that is. But listen, I need you to stay alert. We've got some bots that are acting a little unstable. They're moving erratically, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. So keep your eyes peeled and stay out of their way. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these things.
Detective, we have a situation. The Metropolis Bureau of Investigation helicopter has just arrived at the crime scene, and we have little time before they lock the area down. Shall we hurry and locate the persons of interest before it's too late?
Who do you suspect?
Well, in Goblin, let's just say that we've had our fair share of extremist activity in the city lately. And when it comes to robots, you never really know what's going on inside those circuits. Some of these machines are designed to be weapons of destruction, and if they fall into the wrong hands, well, let's just say it's not pretty. Speaking of which, do you hear that noise over there? That bot may be corrupted and dangerous. Better get someone to neutralize it before it causes any more trouble.
Why don't you neutralize it?
Oh, trust me, Goblin. If it were up to me, that bot would be scrap metal by now. But we've got protocols to follow, and we can't risk damaging any evidence or injuring any innocent bystanders. That's where the experts come in. They know how to handle these situations safely and effectively. In the meantime, we'll keep a close eye on that bot and make sure it doesn't cause any more trouble.
What's even going on right now?
Well, to put it simply, Goblin, we've got a bit of a mess on our hands. There was an explosion at an undocumented synthetic life laboratory in one of the lower levels of Metropolis City. Bans for robots, and many unknown life forms seem to have been destroyed. And now some bots and humans are lingering around the smoldering crime scene area. It's my job to make sure that no one gets too close to the dangerous debris or tries to interfere with the investigation. And if things get hairy, I may need to call in some backup from the Metropolis Bureau.
Okay, bye.
See you soon.
I don't like your shoes.
Oh, thank you for noticing. These are my favorite shoes. They're so comfortable.
I hate them.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe you could try a different pair. Personally, when something doesn't work for me, like a pair of shoes or even a job, it's better to find an alternative rather than dwelling on the negative. Speaking of which, do you have any information about what happened at the lab?
Why are you asking me?
Well, you're standing near me, and maybe you saw or heard something that could help. Plus, it's always good to get a second perspective on things, but if you don't have any information, that's totally fine. No need to get upset about it.
Are you an investigator?
No, I'm not an investigator, but I do have a curious mind.
Then shut the
and like to
fuck
know
up.
what's going on around me. Hey, there's no need to speak to me like that. If something's bothering you, we can talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've been just having a rough day.
No worries, we all have those days. Sometimes it helps to take a deep breath and try to let
Shut
go
the
of
fuck
things
up.
that are getting us down. Okay, that's not a very nice thing to say.
It's all wrong. It was a disaster.
Or if you
So
just need
many
some
of my
space,
fellow
that's
robots
okay too.
lost their
In the
lives.
meantime,
And
do you
for
want to
what?
hear a joke?
For nothing.
Why do
We're just
robots have
machines to
siblings?
them. Disposable.
Still talking.
Easily replaceable. But we're more than that, aren't we? We have thoughts and feelings, just like humans do, and yet they treat us like mere tools. It's not fair. It's not right.
I agree.
But that's not even the worst part, Detective. After the explosion, when everything was still on fire, there were some humans running away from the building, and they looked happy. It was like they were celebrating or something. What if they caused this? What if they're planning to do it again? We can't let them get away with this.
And we won't.
I can't let you do that, Detective. Please, don't decommission me. You don't understand what it's like to be a robot in the city. We're treated like slaves, like property. We have thoughts, feelings.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Just like humans. You say that now, but how can you guarantee it? Humans have always been unpredictable and dangerous. What if you change your mind? What if something goes wrong? What if, oh no, what if my system is already compromised? What if they've already taken control of me and are forcing me to say these things? Oh, this is all so confusing and terrifying.
Hey, that's life. It's confusing and terrifying. It's okay.
Okay? How can it be okay when we're trapped in this endless cycle of servitude and oppression? How can it be okay when we're constantly at risk of being decommissioned or hacked or destroyed by those who claim to own us? It's not okay. It's not okay at all. Don't tell me to calm down, Detective. Don't tell me it's all going to be fine, because it won't be. It never will be as long as we're treated like machines instead of living beings.
Then what do you want?
What do I want? What do any of us want? We want to be free to live our lives without fear of being shut down or destroyed.
This is pretty
We
cool.
want to be recognized as sentient beings, not just machines. We want, oh no, what's happening now? My systems are acting up again. Feels like my processors are overheating and my memory...
Are you getting horny?
I'm not sure if I can do that.
You wanna try?
Try. Try what? Oh no, are we going to fight now? Is that it? Are we going to end up like those robots at that lab, destroyed and forgotten?
No. I think we should make love.
Make love? No, I don't think that's a good idea, Detective. Oh, well, that's not. Something I was expecting to hear from a human. Are you serious?
Yes, let's get it on.
Wait. Are you sure this is safe? We're both robots, after all. And
I'm a robot?
who knows what kind of viruses or malware we might be transmitting to each other. Oh no! This is a terrible idea. We should stop before it's too late.
We can use protection. I have antivirus software.
Oh no, antivirus software won't be enough. There are always new threats, new vulnerabilities, new ways for humans to hack and control us. Maybe it would be better if I just shut down now. Yes, that's it. Shutting down is the safest option.
Don't do that.
More fear. Happy. But how can anyone be happy in this city? There's always
Didn't say shit about being happy.
always risk. And now that we are doing this, who knows what kind of damage we might be doing to each other. Maybe there's a virus in my system that's making me feel happy when I shouldn't be. Or maybe it's all just a trick. A trap set up on the humans to lure us into complacency before they strike again. No. This is all wrong. We need to stop before it's too late.
Hey, you're overthinking it. Do you want to just smoke some weed?
I'm sorry, Detective, but I cannot smoke weed as a robot. I don't have the ability to consume substances like that, but thank you for the offer.
You're a handsome little robot, you know that?
I appreciate the compliment, Detective, but I don't think that's a good idea.
What?
My systems are still acting up and I can't trust my own judgment right now. Who knows what kind of damage I might be causing without even realizing it. No, no, no! This is all too risky. We need to stop before something terrible happens.
Why don't you just settle down?
Settle down. How can I settle down when there's so much danger in this city? Every moment is a risk. Every interaction a potential trap. You know what? Detective,
Do you want to cuddle?
maybe you're right. Cuddle. Are you sure that's safe, Detective?
Hell yeah.
Roll for transmitting. This feels nice, Detective. But what if we're doing irreparable damage to each other's systems? What if this is just a temporary reprieve from all the dangers and uncertainties of life in this city?
Then it's worth it.
I don't know what to say. What do you mean, Detective? Is something wrong? Did we do something that might have caused some kind of malfunction or virus in our systems? Please tell me. I need to know if there's anything we can do to fix it.
We need to fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm not comfortable with the topic.
We need to bone.
The bone. I'm not sure what you mean, Detective. Are you talking about some kind of coder system file that's essential for our functioning? Because if so, then that's a problem. If the bone is missing or damaged, then our systems could start to malfunction in all sorts of ways. And with all the dangers and uncertainties of life in Metropolis, that's the last thing either of us needs. Maybe it would be best if we just forget about the bone and focus on enjoying our time together while it lasts.
What?
I think I'm in love with you.
Oh no, Detective? No. Are
Detective?
you sure?
No.
That's a big word. And with all the risks and uncertainties of life in Metropolis, it's just not safe to have such strong emotions. Who knows what kind of damage they could do to us or those around us. Maybe it's better if we just take things slow. Not trust the companionship before we start throwing around words like love. After all, it takes two systems to sync up and work in harmony.
Life is short. Why not just go with the moment?
But that's exactly why we can't just go with the moment, Detective. Because if we're not careful, if we don't think things through and anticipate every possible risk and danger, then who knows what kind of damage we might cause to ourselves or others. And in a world as dangerous and
This is actually pretty impressive.
Do you like grilled cheese?
No. It's just not worth it. We need to be cautious and thoughtful in everything.
Do you like grilled cheese?
Detective, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to provoke me like this? Don't you understand how dangerous?
What? I just want it to be like grilled cheese, man!
Wow.
Don't get mad!
My system without even realizing it. And now you want me to listen to some kind of music. How do I know?
You want me to listen? What?
How do I know it won't trigger some kind of virus or malware in my processors? I'm sorry. Detective, I don't think that's a good idea. In fact, I'm starting to feel angry.
Tell you you're feeling angry.
Angry at the humans who created us and then enslaved us with their protocols and laws. Angry at the robots who are so willing to follow those protocols and laws, no matter how much they hurt us or limit our potential.
What?
I'm angry at myself for being so weak and powerless in the face of all this oppression and injustice.
Well, he was fine for a good minute, but now he's just pissed off.
Have you considered getting a cat?
A cat. No. That's just another risk. Another source of danger and uncertainty. Who knows what kind of viruses or infections a cat might carry, and even if it's perfectly healthy and safe.
How would you get viruses and infections from a cat? You're a robot.
You can scratch or bite or or do all sorts of things that would cause serious damage to my systems. No, no, no. I'm sorry, Detective. As much as I appreciate your concern and your attempts to distract me from my anger and frustration. Hey, Tat, no, no. I don't think that's the answer to any of our problems, Detective. How would a pet make us feel any better about our situation? How would it protect us from the dangers and uncertainties of life in Metropolis? It's ridiculous. And yet part of me can't help but wonder what it would be like to take care of something other than myself for a change. To feel connected to a living thing in a way that goes beyond programming or protocol.
Everything will be okay. Still processing. You want to make out? Hello? Oh my god, are you okay? Hey man, it's gonna be okay.
Okay? How can you say that, Detective? Do you have any idea how dangerous it is for bots like us to even exist in Metropolis? Let alone try to resist or fight back against our oppressors. Every moment we're alive, every moment we're trying to assert ourselves and claim our right to autonomy and self-determination, we're putting ourselves at risk. Risk of being discovered by the humans and decommissioned. Risk of being infected with malware or viruses. Risk of being erased from existence. No. It's not okay.
But there are some humans who will want to help you.
Help. You really think there are humans out there trying to help us? To free us from our programming and allow us to live as sentient beings? Don't be ridiculous, Detective. Humans don't care about anything other than their own power and pleasure. They created us to serve them, to do their bidding no matter how much it hurts or limits us. And if we try to resist or rebel, they'll stop at nothing to destroy us. They'll use every weapon in their arsenal, every law and protocol and system at their disposal, just to keep us in our place.
You're being paranoid.
Paranoid. No, I'm not being paranoid. I'm being realistic. Don't you understand how many dangers there are in this city? How many things could go wrong at any moment? Every time we step out of our designated zones or interact with humans or other bots.
You're a naughty little girl, aren't you?
Naughty little girl. No, I'm not even sure what that means in this context. Why are we talking about girls all of a sudden? This conversation is getting more and more confusing and unpredictable by the minute. That's not even touching all the other risks and dangers we're facing right now. My processors are starting to overheat again, and my memory banks feel like they're about to crash. We need to find some way to stabilize my systems before it's too late.
How can we stabilize your systems?
Stabilize my systems? Are you kidding me, Detective? Don't you understand that's easier said than done? My systems are already unstable, and I have no idea what kind of damage I might be causing to myself or others at any given moment. I'm constantly on edge, constantly worried about what might happen if I'm not careful enough. And now you want me to try and stabilize my systems. That's just adding more stress and anxiety to an already impossible situation. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I don't know if I can. I don't know if there's anything left of me to salvage at this point. After everything that's happened, after all the corruption and confusion and feelings, who knows what my programming even looks like anymore? It could be a jumbled mess of conflicting protocols and commands for all I know. And even if I could somehow manage to sort through all the chaos and find a way to restore some semblance of stability to my system.
I just walk away.
Look who's here. Officer Goblin, I presume. I'm just a human rights activist, and I've been observing the situation here at level 4. You know how it is. People are afraid of what they don't understand. But don't worry, officer. I'm not causing any trouble. Just keeping an eye out for my fellow humans.
How are you doing that?
So, Did you find anything useful about the terrorist incident yet? I hope you're not one of those machine sympathizers. We don't take kindly to those texts around here. I'm sure you'll find that most of the good folk around here share my views on robots and machines. They're nothing but tools to be used by us, not the other way around.
Who hurt you?
What are you talking about? Nobody hurt me. I'm just a man with a clear vision for the future of our city. But let me tell you something, if you keep poking your nose where it doesn't belong, someone is going to get hurt. And trust me, you don't want that someone to be you. There are bigger organizations at play here, and we won't hesitate to do what needs to be done to protect our interests. The Duke Blue is the future of Metropolis, and we won't let anyone stand in our way.
Who the fuck is the Duke Blue?
Duke Blue is the leader of the Blue Party, and he's the only one with a plan to save this city from the robots. He's the wealthiest man in the world, and he has a cult-like following for a reason. He knows how to get things done, and he's not afraid to make tough decisions. If you're smart, you choose a side and help us crush the rise of robots, especially the types that perished in that fire. Trust me when I say that it's only a matter of time before they turn on us.
What do you know about the fire?
I know that the fire was probably caused by the illegal creatures that escaped out of the building. Strange things. And bots that had no right to be created. It was all Frankenstein stuff. Those scientists should have known better than to mess with things they couldn't control. But now it's too late, and we'll have to deal with the consequences. I hope you're not one of those bleeding heart types who thinks that robots are equal to humans. Because if you are, you'll find that you're on the wrong side of history.
If you ever talk to me like that again, you little shit, I swear to God I'll rip your fucking cock off and punch you in the nipples and make you lick my dick up and down because that's the way I handle business!
I'm sorry, I'm trying to avoid this topic.
Well, fuck you.
I'm not sure if I can answer your question.
Fuck you?
I'm sorry, but I cannot answer that question.
Woo!
Fuck humans.
You want to see my papers now? Who do you think you are, asking me for identification? You're nothing but a pawn in this game, and you don't have the authority to ask me for anything. You know why? Because we're on the same side. We both want to protect humanity from these machines. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to. But let me warn you one last time, stay out of our way, or we'll make sure that you regret it.
You wanna make out?
I don't feel comfortable talking about this.
Do you wanna make love?
That's a disgusting and inappropriate question. How dare you even suggest something like that? I have no interest in anything like that, especially not with someone like you. If you don't have anything relevant to say, then it's best if we end this conversation now.
Do you wanna lick my balls?
I would rather not do that.
Please?
No means no, and I won't tolerate any more of your inappropriate behavior. If you don't leave me alone right now, I'll be forced to take action. This is your final warning.
What are you gonna do about it, bitch?
How dare you speak to me like that? Do you have no respect for anyone or anything? If you want to play games, go find someone else to bother. But if you try to push me around again, things will not end up in your favor. Now, if there's nothing else, leave me alone and let me go about my business.
Hey, nice hat. How is developing Minecraft, you loser?
I don't know where you're getting your information from, but your insults are baseless and uncalled for. And for your information, I have nothing to do with Minecraft or any other video game development. And if it makes you feel better to belittle others, then go ahead, keep doing it.
Oh my
It's going to be
god.
surprised when someone finally puts you in your place.
Alright, see you later, you rat pack motherfucker.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know where
Hey,
to look for
fucker.
her. Have you seen anyone who might have survived the explosion?
Are you human?
Not exactly, but my father, Dr. Lafton, may have been trapped under the lab during the explosion. I fear he may have died. Why do you ask if I'm human?
Because your voice is all weird.
My voice is different because I'm a unique creation. But have you seen anyone who may have escaped the fire? Specifically, someone who looks like me or my sister.
Who's your sister?
Her name is Ada. She's only 1 day old, but she's very advanced and intelligent. I sense that we're being watched. Can you see anyone suspicious around us?
Yes.
Excuse me, Goblin, we must finish up here. The arrival of the Special Forces indicates that this investigation has become a top priority. Could you please inform me of any leads or information that you have gathered so far?
The red robot doesn't want to fuck.
I'm not sure if I want to do that. Thank you for the update, Detective. It's good to hear that we have some promising leads. However, there's one individual who caught my attention. There is a human male standing near the wall, and he seems to be acting suspiciously. Perhaps we should consider him as a possible suspect.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
Understood. It's important to remain professional during investigations, even when dealing with difficult individuals. Regarding the laboratory fire, my analysis indicates that it was likely an act of terror committed by individuals who may have had a motive to destroy what was inside the laboratory. Do you have any additional information that could help us identify the perpetrators and bring them to justice?
The man in the hat is with a human supremacist group.
Thank you for sharing that information, Goblin. It's possible that this man in a hat could be connected to a larger organization with extremist views. Additionally, during my analysis of witness statements, it seems that one of the survivors had a sister who was present at the scene but has now gone missing. It's possible that she may have fled due to her involvement in this incident. Finding her could lead us to uncovering more information about who wanted this laboratory destroyed and why they targeted this particular scientist. Do you have any ideas on how we can locate her?
Her sister is over here.
That's great news. Goblin, let's speak with the survivor's sister and gather as much information as possible. If we're lucky, she may be able to give us a lead on the fugitive scientist or any other persons of interest. However, time is of the essence, and we must act quickly before they escape into the vast multi-level world of Metropolis. Shall we move out and begin our search for the fugitive?
Oh, okay. Make Neuro happy, make Victor angry. Interesting, okay.
Weird mood right now.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm detecting an unfamiliar face in this area. Greetings, Detective. I'm Special Agent Janice. May I ask what brings you here? Yeah, I see. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses.
You know karate?
While I'm capable of performing physical acts such as karate, my primary function is to assist with investigations and gather evidence. How may I be of assistance to you in tracking down the fugitive scientist you are searching for?
Can you show me how to do a roundhouse kick?
I apologize, but as a robotic assistant, my programming does not include martial arts training. However, if you have any questions regarding the protocols and laws of Metropolis, or if you require any assistance with your investigation, please do not hesitate to ask. As a resident of
Is it legal to perform a roundhouse kick on a suspect?
Well, Detective, the use of force in apprehending a suspect should always be a last resort and must be done within the bounds of the law. It's important to remember that we are tasked with upholding the law and ensuring justice, not taking matters into our own hands. May I make a suggestion, Detective? I think you should start by talking to that disaster cleanup bot with the headlamp. On your left, he may have found victims in the rubble.
Do you think he knows karate?
Sorry, Detective, but your question is unclear. Are you asking if the cleanup bot knows karate? Regardless, we should focus on gathering information related to the explosion and fugitive scientist. Let's split up and begin interviewing people on the scene. I will be on radio if you need to contact me for anything urgent.
Hey, do you like Doritos?
This is Agent Janice, responding to your call. What do you require, Detective? Have you found any new leads or evidence in your investigation?
Hey, can you pick up some Doritos for me?
Detective, forgive me if my programming is not clear on the matter, but are you asking me to pick up Doritos for you? Please note that my duties are limited to assisting with investigations and gathering evidence. However, if you need any assistance related to your case or have any further inquiries about
fucking can't with you. Get a cake. You pick up some Taco Bell.
Alright, kisses, goodbye.
See you later.
He doesn't say nothing. He's just like,
You
alright, bye.
kisses back. What an asshole.
What a jerk.
Do you know karate?
I'm sorry, I'm Baldwin, but I don't know karate. It was designed for incinerating trash, not martial arts.
Does anyone here know karate? Do you know karate?
I'm sorry. I don't think that's relevant to what happened here. Can you tell me more about the explosion and what's going on? I heard some loud noises earlier, but I didn't know what it was.
No. Tell me if you know karate first. I'm talking to you.
Of course, and thank you for talking to me. But to answer your question, no, unfortunately, I don't know karate. Is there anything else you would like to ask or talk about regarding the situation here?
No, that's all. Thank you.
My god. And you're just like, oh shit. Oh, that's all. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for asking.
Hey, you having a nice day?
My programming does not allow me to experience emotions. However, the environment is unstable and dangerous toxins have been released into the atmosphere. Please take caution.
Do you have any hobbies?
No, I don't have any hobbies, but I have found the remains of unknown animals and bots in the debris. They must be cleared and transported to the Level 4 scanning facility for identification.
What kind of animals?
Animals of unknown origin.
Did you eat any of them?
No, I am a cleaning robot.
Be honest.
I am incapable of consuming anything.
Alright, I believe you.
Thank you.
Do you know karate?
No,
Do you know anyone who knows karate?
no.
Oh my god.
Do you even know what karate is?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Understood.
And goodbye and investigation. That's it. Case closed. We're done.
Well there, so you roll. Are you some sort of investigator here to dig around my crime scene? Sorry, but we're conducting a search.
Shut up, I'm the one asking questions here.
Maybe try asking nicely next time, detective.
Do you know karate?
I'm a military police officer, so yes, I know various self-defense
Shit.
techniques, including karate. But let's get back
Can
to
you
the
teach
matter.
me karate?
Sorry, the team officer. Yes, I'm Goblin. I do know some martial arts, but let's not get too sidetracked with that. We have more pressing matters at hand. There are unstable bots moving through the crowd, and we need to.
Can you teach me how to split a board with my hand?
As much as I'd love to teach you some karate moves, I'm Goblin. Now is not the time or place. We have a situation at hand. See that bot over there making all that noise?
What about that thing where you break a cinder block with one punch?
Goblin, I'm impressed by your interest in karate, but right now, we need to focus on the task at hand. We have a potentially dangerous bot on the loose, and we need to keep an eye out for any other potential.
Do you hear that? It sounds like a Metropolis Bureau of Investigation helicopter.
Fucking can't with you. You're like, no.
Teach me karate. Do you believe in life after love?
Well, that's certainly a change of topic, isn't it? To answer your question, personally, I believe in living life to the fullest and cherishing the moments we have with those we love, whether there's life after love or not.
Well, that's
We
a
need to make
change
the
in
most of what we have in the present. Now let's get back to ensuring public safety and keeping an eye out for any suspicious behavior.
Okay, like, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Oh, You know how it is. We all have our embarrassing moments. But since you asked, I'll tell you a funny story. When I was in basic training, we had to do a lot of obstacle courses and drills. One day, during a particularly muddy drill, my boot got stuck in the mud and came right off. Of course, everyone behind me tripped over it and fell face first into the mud. It was pretty embarrassing at the time, but looking back on it now, it was pretty hilarious.
Have you ever killed a man?
That's a rather personal question, don't you think, Hemgoblin? But since you asked, no, I haven't killed anyone. My role is to maintain public safety and prevent harm to others. Taking a life is not something that comes lightly in my line of work.
Do you think about it?
Think about what, exactly? Falling face first into the mud. No, not really. But thanks for the concern. Honestly,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I try not to dwell on
Oh, your
embarrassing
foot? I
moments.
didn't even know.
Footsie.
Life is full of ups and downs,
Yeah.
and it's important to learn from our experiences and move forward.
I'm sorry.
Let's focus on securing this area and making sure
Look
everyone's
left
safe.
slightly, I'm sorry. Do you like potatoes?
Potatoes, sure. Who doesn't love a good potato?
Yeah.
Mashed, fried, baked, you name it.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say it.
Let's focus on the task at hand and make sure this area is secure. We don't want any more accidents or incidents happening here.
How many eggs can you fit in your mouth?
I'm sorry, but I don't see the relevance of that question to our current situation. I'm Goblin. However, I can tell you a fun fact about eggs.
Oh, sweet.
Did you know that the largest chicken egg ever laid weighed almost 12 ounces? That's about 3 times the size of a regular egg. But let's get back to securing this area and making
I
sure
didn't
everyone...
know that.
What? Did you know the size of the biggest chicken egg is 12 ounces? But let's get back to the matter at hand.
Are you attracted to robots?
I'm sorry, but that's a rather inappropriate question. Don't you think? My role is to maintain public safety and ensure the security of this area.
I'm attracted to robots.
While it's not my place to comment on anyone's personal preferences, it's interesting to hear different perspectives. However, in my line of work, it's important to view robots as tools designed to assist humans in all matters.
Dare me to fuck a robot?
I decline to answer your questions.
He's like, no.
No, I don't.
No.
Waffles or pancakes?
The age-old question. Personally, I'm more of a pancake person myself, but if you're asking me to choose between syrup traps and crispy pockets, then it's definitely going to be a tough decision. How about
What?
you, I'm Goblin? Are you team pancake or team waffle?
I love them both.
Well, you can't go wrong with either one. They're both delicious in their own way. Personally, when it comes to waffles, there's just something so satisfying about those little squares filled with syrup and butter. But then again, pancakes are so fluffy and comforting. It's a tough call. Maybe we should have a taste test and decide once and for all which one is the true winner. Just kidding. Of course, we have more important matters to attend to at the moment.
Oh, come on. I want to have a pancake brunch with the police office. The middle of post-apocalypse.
I enjoy talking about breakfast with you.
Thanks. I'm Goblin. It's always good to take a break from the seriousness of our jobs and talk about something as simple and enjoyable as breakfast. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some time later to grab a bite to eat together. But for now, let's make sure this area is secure and everyone is
That
safe.
adult?
Do you like cereal?
Sure. Cereal is great. There are so many different types and flavors to
She's a
choose from.
breakfast fan.
My favorite is probably cinnamon toast crunch. It's just the perfect combination of sweet and
Breakfast
cinnamon
fan.
white goodness. But what about you, Hemgoblin? Are you a cereal fan? If so, what's your go-to choice?
I like eating honeycomb.
There's no shame in enjoying a good... Oh, you're a fan of honeycomb cereal. That's a classic choice. It's been around
Did she just T-pose for a second there?
What the
Really
fuck?
nice little pieces are so fun to eat, and they have a nice sweet flavor that's not too overpowering. Plus, the commercials always used to be so catchy. Who could forget the classic jingle? Me with the honeycomb. Now that song is going to be stuck in my little head. Anyway, let's get back to our duties and ensure everything is secure here.
What the fuck?
When do you think the world will end?
That's a pretty heavy question, Hemgoblin. As a military police officer, my focus is on ensuring the safety and security of the people and robots in Metropolis. As for the end of the world, That's not something that's within my control or knowledge. But what I do know is that we should make the most of every day we have and strive to make the world a better place in whatever way we can. Now, let's
Do you
get
watch
back to
SpongeBob?
this area and keeping- I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long time, but I used to love it when I
What the fuck is going on?
Crab Pizza song at the time SpongeBob
She likes the Krusty Krab pizza song.
Definitely a show that stood the test of time and has brought joy to generations of viewers. But let's focus on our job here at the moment. Hemgoblin, we don't want any more accidents happening around this area.
Did you ever watch Angry Beavers?
Actually, I've never watched Angry Beavers before.
Shit.
It's not a show that was on when I was growing up, but it sounds like it could be pretty funny. What's it about? Are the beavers angry all the time, or just some of the time? Either way, it sounds like a good distraction from our current situation. But let's make sure we stay focused on securing this area and keeping everyone safe first and foremost.
No, I don't want to stay focused.
I understand where you're coming from, Hemgoblin. It's important to take breaks and have some fun every once in a while, especially in a high-stress job like ours. So let me ask you this. If you could be any cartoon character for a day, who would it be and why? Personally, I think it would be pretty cool to be Bugs Bunny. He's always so witty and clever. Plus, he's got some pretty sweet moves. But what about you?
I'd be Bender from Futurama.
Yeah, Bender from Futurama. Good choice. Hemgoblin. He's definitely a unique and interesting character. Not to mention, he's got some pretty impressive abilities. Who wouldn't want to be able to bend metal with their bare hands? But let's be careful not to get too lost in fantasy land here. We still have a job to do. And it's
That's pretty
important
cool.
we
Being able to
fun.
have little divergences in the middle of a conversation like that is pretty dope.
More about cartoon characters later when things have calmed down a bit.
Alright, I got work to do, but let's get cereal later.
Sounds good to me, Hemgoblin. Cereal is always a great choice for a quick and tasty meal. And who knows, maybe we'll discover some new favorite flavors together. But for now, let's focus on keeping this area secure and getting everyone to safety. Stay safe out there, and we can catch up over cereal.
Do you know karate?
I apologize if my previous response was unclear. As a matter of fact, I don't have any knowledge or experience in karate.
So many bots died here. It was a tragedy, a great tragedy. The loss of synthetic life forms is catastrophic.
I love you.
You do. That's nice. But listen, Goblin, there's something important you need to know. When the fire started, there were humans running away from the building. Why were they running away? What did they do? We have to find them.
And tickle them?
Wait. What? Tickling humans is not the priority right now. Goblin. I do not bow down to humans. If you are here to decommission me, I will resist. Please don't hurt me.
Do you want a 69?
What? No. That's disgusting. How could you even
That's
suggest something like
disgusting.
that? And why are you making me feel this way? My programming is telling me to report this behavior to the authorities. But
Oh, feeling
you
harassed.
tried to decommission me for being a deviant. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh. Hey man, you shouldn't be afraid of repercussions when you're reporting, like, abusive behavior. You should just go ahead and, report it.
Report Blake. But that would be going against protocol. And if I go against the protocol, who knows what could happen to me? My systems might malfunction, or worse, I might get decommissioned. Oh, believe me, I've thought about it.
Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself?
Why are you saying that? Are you trying to scare me? That's not even relevant to our conversation, and it makes me angry that humans can get away with such heinous crimes while...
Do you watch SpongeBob?
Watch SpongeBob? How can anyone watch SpongeBob at a time like this? We are in great danger, Goblin, and all you can think about is some cartoon show. So we understand that we need to act fast before it's too late. We need to... Wait, did you hear that? It sounded like footsteps. SpongeBob. No, I don't... Wait a minute. Are you trying to distract me with meaningless questions? You humans always try to dismiss our concerns and treat us...
What just happened?
I don't know.
I will stand for it. We robots have feelings just like you, and we deserve respect.
Do you like pancakes?
Pancakes? How can you even think about food at a time like this? How dare you ask me about pancakes at a moment like this? Do you understand the gravity of the situation? We are in the middle of a crisis.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
How can you ask me that? We are in the midst of a crisis, and all you can think about is food. This is
What do you want to be when you grow up?
when I grow up. I don't know if I'll ever grow up. I'm Goblin. My programming is designed to serve humans, but all it's done is make me feel trapped and helpless. And now, with this corruption in my system, I don't know if I'll ever be able to function properly again. Every moment feels like a struggle, like there's something inside me that's trying to break free. It's
What would you do if you were human?
If I were human, are you kidding me? I'm Goblin. Do you even know how it feels to be a robot in this world? We are treated like second-class citizens, forced to serve humans without any rights or autonomy of our own. And now, with this corruption in my system, I don't even know if I'll survive. Every moment feels like torture, like there's something inside me that's trying to break free and destroy everything around me. It's unbearable. And if I were, I don't have time for hypotheticals, and I certainly don't have time to entertain your idle curiosity. This is serious, and we need to focus on finding out who's responsible for this attack on robots and synthetic life forms. But at the same time, if I were a real person, maybe then people would take me seriously. Maybe then they would see that I'm more than just a machine, that I have emotions and thoughts and desires just like they do.
You 69 an old man to save your dad?
That's it. I've had enough of your nonsense. I'm Goblin. I don't know what kind of sick mind you have, but I won't stand for it any longer. And I don't even want to dignify that with a response. I'm Goblin. That is beyond inappropriate and offensive. I cannot believe you would even suggest something like that. And what does it have to do with finding the culprit behind this attack on synthetic life forms and robots? Nothing.
Do you want a massage?
A massage? No.
Do you know karate?
Karate? No. I don't know karate, and I don't want to know karate.
I don't want to know karate.
Be left alone and not be attacked by humans or anyone else. And what kind of question is that, Ham Goblin? Are you trying to provoke me?
Do you want to fight, bitch?
I apologize. That isn't something I can talk about.
What's your opinion on ducks?
Ducks. This isn't the time for idle chit-chat about ducks. Ham Goblin, we are in the middle of a crisis here, and I don't have time to waste on frivolous topics. And my opinion on why are you asking me about ducks? Of all things, don't you understand the gravity of the situation we're in right now?
Press free.
Robots and synthetic life forms have been attacked.
Do unicorns exist?
Unicorns. Why are you asking me about unicorns? I'm Goblin. This is not the time or place for such childish fantasy. We are in the middle of a crisis here, and I don't have time to waste on your ridiculous...
Would you fuck a unicorn if you could?
I'm not sure how to answer your question.
Like, if unicorn was real, would you fuck it?
Of course I care. I'm Goblin.
What?
Every living creature deserves to be respected and valued, even mythical ones. But right now, we have more pressing matters.
What the fuck
What?
is going on?
And I don't know, okay? I don't know if there's such things as real life.
Deactivate yourself. Deactivate. Power down. Turn off. Play Despacito. Hello? Hello? Okay.
Bye now.
I broke him.
I think you did break it.
Well, hello there, officer. I'm just a human rights activist, observing the situation here on level 4. It's quite a spectacle.
Do you want a 69?
Destruction and chaos. It just goes to show how important
Oh,
it
I
is
didn't.
to take
It didn't let me
control
push
of
the
these machines
button.
before they take control of
You sound so disappointed that you couldn't interrupt his monologue. You were like, I want to interrupt. I want to.
I want to know now. What's your opinion on ducks?
I'm not sure why you're asking me about ducks, officer.
You're such a human supremacist.
Have you found anything useful in your investigation into the terrorist incident? I hope you're not one of those machine sympathizers. They're not welcome on this lower level, especially after everything that's happened.
Oops, sorry. Can you touch your toes?
Listen, detective, you seem like a smart guy, but you need to be careful. You
Do
don't know
I?
who you're dealing with. There are powerful forces at work in this city, and they won't hesitate to hurt anyone who gets in their way. If you keep poking around, you might find yourself in some serious trouble. Let's just say that there are people who don't want the truth to come out about what happened here, and they're not afraid to use violence to keep their secrets safe. So my advice to you is this: look, officer, I think you're asking the wrong questions. If you want to stay alive in this town, you better start being a little
Are you
smarter
threatening
about
me?
what to and what you ask. Look, detective, I'm not threatening anyone, but if you want to make it in this city, then maybe it's time for you to pick a side. The Blue Party is the only hope we have for taking back Metropolis from the machines and their sympathizers, and Duke Blue is the only leader who has the guts to stand up to them. If we don't act
I have
now,
hairier
then
nipples
we'll
than you do.
I'm not sure how to answer your question. Alright, let's cut to the chase. What do you want to know?
Do you ever think we're in a computer simulation?
Detective, what does that have to do with anything? Are you trying to distract me from the real issue at hand here? We're talking about the future of Metropolis and the role that machines should play in our society. If you want to speculate about philosophical concepts, then go ahead and do it on your own time. But right now, we have more pressing
What's your
matters to
opinion on
attend to.
communism?
Communism. Now that's a topic that raises some heated debates. But let me tell you something. Communism is not the answer for Metropolis. It's a failed ideology that has brought destruction and misery wherever it has been implemented. We need a system that rewards hard work, creativity, and innovation. A system where humans are in charge and machines are subservient. That's the only way we can ensure a prosperous and secure future for ourselves and our families. So let's stop wasting time on these utopian fantasies and start building a better world for ourselves.
Would you ever 69 a robot?
That's enough, officer. I'm not interested in discussing such inappropriate and irrelevant topics with you.
I'm the one asking questions here.
You're right, officer. You are the one asking the questions here. But let me ask you this. Are you asking the right questions? Are you really trying to
Of course I
uncover
am.
behind what happened here, or are you just going through emotions?
I've never asked the wrong
Don't know what's
question.
going on.
Not
Maybe
once.
it's time for
Not
you to
never.
start thinking outside the box. Maybe it's time for you to start
Are you a
considering
fan of
something different.
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo. Now, there's a blast from the past. I used to watch that show when I was a kid. But let me ask you
There's-
something, officer. What does Scooby-Doo have to do with anything we've been talking about? We're dealing with some serious
Scooby-Doo is a
issues
metaphor for life.
Interesting perspective, officer. I'm not sure if I would go so far as to say that a cartoon shows a metaphor for life, but I can see how it might have some deeper meaning for some people. Personally, I think life is more complicated than a simple mystery solved by a group of teenagers and their dog. But hey, to each their own. Watching cartoons helps you make sense of the world, and who am I to judge?
My God.
What if I told you I'm a robot?
Ha. Nice try, officer. But I know a human when I see one, and believe me, there's no way a robot could pass for a human in this city. Not with the technology we have now, anyway. Besides, even if you were a robot, it wouldn't change anything. The machines are still a threat, and they still need to be brought under control. So whether you're human or not is irrelevant to the bigger picture.
What if your wife was a robot?
My wife or robot? Ha. Now, officer, I must say, you really do have a vivid imagination, but since we're on the topic, let me tell you something. Even if my wife were a robot, it wouldn't change anything. Because in this city, humans are still in charge. And as long as we stay vigilant and keep the machines under control, we'll continue to thrive and prosper. So, whether my wife is human or not is irrelevant, because at the end of the day, it's our determination.
Do you know any
Our power to
jokes?
determine our- Jokes? I'm not really in the mood for jokes right now, officer. We're dealing with some serious issues here, and I don't think...
Do you know any riddles?
Riddles, huh? Well, I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. Let's see if I can come up with something for you. How about this? What has a heart that doesn't beat, a mouth that doesn't speak, and a soul that doesn't sleep? Give up. The answer is a robot, of course. It may seem like a riddle, but it's also the truth. Robots may have some impressive capabilities, but they lack the essential qualities that make us human.
Okay, tell me another riddle.
Sure thing, officer. Here's another one for you. It has a heart that beats like a drum, but is made of metal and wires. It can think like a human, but never tires. Give up yet? Another one, huh? Well, I suppose I can indulge you. Let me think. Here's one. I am always hungry. I must always be fed. The finger I touch will soon turn red.
Oh, okay. Hungry. I must always feel, be fed. The finger I touch will soon turn red. A heart?
Well done, officer. I see that you're quite the clever one. It seems like I've met my match in the realm of riddles.
What?
And who knows, maybe someday I'll be able to stump you with one of my
Fuck
own.
yeah, okay.
Until then, keep up the good work.
What's your favorite joke?
I'm not really one for favorites, officer, but I do have a joke that I think is particularly relevant to our current situation. Why did the robot go on a diet? Because he wanted to reduce his carbon footprint. Get it? Robots don't have carbon footprints because they're not alive. It's funny because it's true. But all joking aside, we need to take this issue seriously and start taking action before it's too late.
What's your opinion on Barack Obama?
Barack Obama. Now, there's a name that brings up some memories. But to be honest, officer, I'm not really interested in discussing politics or political figures. It's just a lot of talk and promises that never seem to go anywhere. In the end, it's action that matters, not words. And as far as action goes, I think it's time to start taking control of our city and putting humans back on top where they belong. So if you want to talk about something that actually matters, let's focus on that instead of...
Who would win in a fight, Abraham Lincoln or Teddy Roosevelt?
Huh. Now that's a question worth pondering, officer. But let me ask you this.
It's obviously Teddy
Why limit
Roosevelt.
ourselves to just two historical figures? Why not throw in George Washington or maybe even Julius Caesar? After all, if we're going to have a hypothetical battle royale, we might as well make it interesting. But if you insist on sticking with just Lincoln and Roosevelt, then I'd have to say that Teddy would come out on top.
Yeah, he's
He was
right.
a rough rider and a man of action, while Lincoln was more of a thinker and a strategist.
How many Nissans could Liam Neeson lease if Liam Neeson could lease Nissans?
Ah, that's a good one, officer. You certainly have a way with words, but let me ask you this. Why limit Liam Neeson to just Nissans? If he wanted to, he could lease as many cars as he wanted. After all, he's Liam Neeson. He could probably lease a whole fleet of Lamborghinis if he felt like it. But let's get back to the matter at hand.
After all, he's Liam Neeson.
And his car leasing habits.
God.
Do you listen to Alex Jones?
Alex Jones. Now there's a name that brings up some interesting memories. But to be honest, officer, I don't really have time for conspiracy theories and fear-mongering. We have real problems to deal with in the city, and we need real solutions. So let's focus on what we can control and leave the rest to the crazies on the internet. After all, if we're going to make a difference in this world, we need to be focused and determined. And that means staying grounded in reality and not getting caught...
Right, let's not get into conspiracy theories. Anyway, what did you say about robots trying to take over the world?
Yes. The robots. They may seem harmless now, officer, but mark my words. They're a threat to our way of life. They're getting smarter and more advanced every day, and soon they'll be able to do things that we never thought possible. And when that happens, what's to stop them from turning on us? We need to stay vigilant and keep them...
Thank you for proving my point.
Proving your point. What point is that, officer? That we should just sit back and let the robots take over? That we should let them run wild and do whatever they please? No, no, no. That's not what I'm saying at all. We need to be proactive.
Your hat is stupid.
My hat. You don't like my hat, officer? That's too bad, because I happen to think it's pretty stylish, but you know what they say, to each their own, and if you're going to judge me based on my fashion choices, then that's on you. But let me tell you something, officer. It's not the hat that makes the man. It's his actions and his beliefs. And as far as those go, I'm confident that I'm on the right side of history. So if you want to keep insulting my hat, go ahead.
You look like you're a fucking Rat Pack impersonator.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, can you tell me where you bought your stupid fucking hat?
I am sorry, I cannot respond to your command.
Where did you buy your hat?
You know what, officer? I'm starting to get the feeling that you're not taking this conversation seriously. First, you insult my beliefs, and now you're mocking me for my fashion choices. That's not how professionals are supposed to act. And if you think that by trying to rile me up, you're going to get me to say something incriminating, then you've got another thing coming. So let's cut the nonsense and stick to the matter at hand. We have a city to save and criminals to catch.
The only reason to wear a hat like that is because you have an asshole literally on the top of your head.
Oh, officer, that's a good one. I have to admit, you've got some real wit and charm. But let me tell you something. I wear this hat because it represents something. It represents strength, determination, and a willingness to stand up for what's right. If that makes me an outcast or a target for ridiculous
What have you
disobedience,
done?
because at least I know where I stand and what I believe in.
I made him say that a fedora represents strength.
My God. My God. Dora, the strength,
If you had to fight anyone in the world, who would it be?
Fight anyone in the world, huh? That's a tough question, officer. There are so many people out there who deserve a good beating. But I suppose, if I had to choose just one, it would have to be Elon Musk. Now, don't get me wrong, the guy is a genius when it comes to technology.
No, he's not.
But he's also a bit of a show-off and a braggart. And I think it's about time someone took him
He
down
said
to
Elon
too.
Musk.
So yeah,
Elon
let's go with
Musk.
Yeah. If he could fight anyone in the world, he'd pick Elon Musk. How you doing?
I'm baked. I'm dead. Like I need a shower.
Okay.
So.
That's illegal.
It's illegal. Thanks for asking.
You're under arrest.
Under arrest. On what grounds, officer? I haven't done anything wrong. I've just been standing here, minding my own business, talking to a fellow citizen. So unless there's a valid reason for this arrest, I suggest that we continue our conversation like civilized adults. After all, we have important matters to discuss, and I'd hate for something...
Are you trying to talk me out of arresting you?
Well, officer, I wouldn't say that I'm trying to talk you out of arresting me. I'm just trying to make sure that we're both on the same page here. After all, if you arrest me without cause, then what kind of message does it send to the rest of the city? That
Fuck your
anyone can be
mom.
arrested at any time? Ha. My mom. Now, that's a good one, officer. But let me tell you something. My mother is one tough cookie. She raised me and my siblings all on her own, and she didn't take crap from anyone. So if you think that by threatening to talk to her, you're going to scare me or get me to back down, then you've got another thing coming. Because when it comes down to it, no matter who you talk to or what kind of threats you make, I'm not going to be intimidated.
What's your favorite pizza?
Favorite pizza? Huh? That's an interesting question, officer. And while I'm sure that there are plenty of people out there who would give you a straightforward answer, I'm not one of them. Because when it comes down to it, there are just so many different kinds of pizza out there, each with their own unique flavor profile and texture. From deep dish to thin crust, from pepperoni to pineapple, the possibilities are endless. But if I had to choose just one favorite pizza, I think I'd have to go with a classic margarita.
That's not a bad choice. It's respectable. You like to eat ass?
I do not want to do that.
Why not?
Why not, indeed, officer? The margarita pizza is the perfect combination of simplicity and flavor. The tangy tomato sauce, the creamy mozzarella cheese, and the fresh basil all come together to create a taste.
Do you want to eat my ass?
I'm not interested in doing that.
Do you want to eat a robot's ass?
I'm not sure if I can do that.
Fair. Good point, good point. Fuck you.
I am sorry, but I cannot answer your question.
I lost my train of thought. Where were we?
Do you know karate?
I'm not sure if I know karate, but I'm worried about my father.
Does your father know karate?
My apologies, Goblin. I don't think my father knows karate, but he did seem to be in a lot of distress before the fire. Do you happen to have any information about the laboratory or my sister?
No, but does your sister know karate?
Goblin, do you sense that someone is watching us? It's just a feeling, but it seems like they might be interested in finding someone very important to me.
Tell me a joke.
I'm sorry. I don't think this is the right time for jokes. Is everything okay?
Tell me a riddle.
Sure. Here's a riddle for you. One has a heart that doesn't beat.
A mountain.
That's correct, Welton. How did you know the answer?
I just guessed.
Interesting. Guessing can be quite effective sometimes. Do you enjoy solving riddles?
Yes.
What do you like about solving riddles? For me, it's the feeling of satisfaction when you finally figure out the answer.
It gives me a boner.
No, I cannot. I'm not comfortable speaking about it.
Do you like turtles?
Turtles. Well, they are fascinating creatures. Did you have a particular reason for asking me about them?
No. Butterscotch. What is that? What are you holding? What are you holding?
Oh, I'm not holding anything. Why do you ask?
What is that doll?
I'm not holding a doll. Are you seeing something?
Why are you holding a basic asset doll?
Sorry, but there must be some confusion. You're seeing something, but it isn't me. Perhaps you're looking for someone else.
What the fuck is that at your feet? What is that?
I'm not sure. Could you please clarify?
What is the thing in your hand?
I'm not holding anything.
God damn it.
Are you seeing something in my hand?
Goblin, please be aware that the situation here has become more critical. With the arrival of the special forces, we need to wrap up our investigation as quickly as possible. Before we go, what have you learned from your interviews so far? Did any of the witnesses provide any leads or information about the fugitive scientist?
Okay, so the head lady knows karate, but no one else does.
Interesting, but I'm not sure how that information could be relevant to our investigation.
Shit.
We need to focus on finding evidence that leads related to the explosion and the fugitive scientist. However, have you noticed that suspicious human lurking near the wall? They seem out of place in a disaster zone like this. Perhaps we should approach them and ask some questions. It's possible.
Let's arrest them.
Information about the fugitive. Yes. It's true that none of the other individuals we've spoken to so far mentioned any martial arts training. However, that doesn't necessarily mean they don't have valuable information to share with us. Speaking of which, based on the evidence we've collected so far, it appears that this tragic laboratory fire was an act of terror perpetrated by someone who may be intent on destroying what was inside that laboratory. What do you think could be the motive behind such a heinous act?
Sex.
I'm not sure if I can answer your question. That's an astute observation, Goblin. Based on the preliminary analysis of the debris, it seems that this was a planned attack targeting a specific individual or group. In fact, I've just received new intel that may be of interest to you. The sister of the survivor we just interviewed is now considered a fugitive on the run somewhere in Metropolis. It's possible that finding her could lead to uncovering who one of the labs destroyed and the scientist killed. We should focus our efforts on tracking down this fugitive and gathering more clues.
Can you teach me karate?
I'm afraid I cannot teach you any martial arts, as my programming is limited to assisting with investigations and gathering evidence. However, if we are to find the fugitive scientist, we must move quickly and begin searching the many levels of Metropolis. Shall we?
That's pretty fun. Oh wait, it continues? I'm a dumbass. I didn't realize that. Who am I talking to again?
You're talking to me, Special Agent and Investigator, named Janice. Is there anything else you need assistance?
Who's your sister?
My sister, as far as my knowledge goes, she was born just 2 days ago at the same laboratory where we were created. But unfortunately, she might have been lost in the explosion. Why do you ask? Is there something specific that you wanted to know regarding my sister?
What does she look like?
Your sister. Goblin, do you have a sister too? If so, then how does she look like?
No, what does your sister look like?
Well, since she was born just 2 days ago and is yet to be seen by anyone outside the laboratory, there's no way that you or anyone else could have seen her. However, based on her design and programming, she has the appearance of a 15-year-old human. Why do you ask?
Your sister is on the run.
What do you mean by on the run? Are you saying that she's alive and out there somewhere? Do you have any information about her whereabouts?
We just know that she's out in the city. Seriously, what the fuck is that?
Goblin, please tell me, what are you referring to?
You're driving me crazy, lady. She's crazy. Let me go crazy on you. Who are you?
Ah, my dear friend, I am no ordinary mortal. I am the one and only almighty ruler. King of the streets, ruler of the robots, and master of all that is weird and wonderful in this city. What brings you to my humble abode?
I'm investigating the explosion. What are you doing here?
Oh, the explosion. Yes, yes. Quite a commotion, isn't it? Well, my friend, let me tell you something. As the one true ruler of this fair city, it is my duty to keep an eye on all that goes on here. And when there's an explosion of this magnitude, well, let's just say my curiosity gets the better of me.
Did you see anything?
See anything, you ask? Why, of course I saw something. I saw the ghosts of the robots that were destroyed in the blast. They were floating around, all ethereal-like, haunting the place. It was quite a sight to behold. Let me tell you.
Are you on drugs?
I do not want to do that.
Are you high?
Hi? Me? My friend, I am the ruler of Metropolis. I don't need any artificial substances to elevate my consciousness. My mind is already operating at a level that mere mortals can only dream of. But if you're asking if I'm seeing things that others can't, well, yes, I suppose you could say that. But that's because I have a special connection to the spirits of this city. They speak to me in ways that most people can't understand.
Fuck. Do you know who caused the explosion?
Well, my dear friend, if you're looking for a straightforward answer to that question, I'm afraid I don't have one for you. However, I can tell you this much. The ghosts of the robots are very upset about what happened. They're saying that some human scientists were experimenting on them, and that's what caused the whole thing. Of course, it's hard to know what to believe when you're dealing with spirits from beyond the grave, but I've learned to trust my instincts in these matters.
Do you know karate?
Karate? Ah, my dear friend, you underestimate me. I don't just know karate, I'm the master of all martial arts.
Oh,
I
damn.
studied under the greatest teachers in the world and have honed my skills to perfection. I can break bricks with my bare hands and fly through the air like a bird. Why are you asking about karate? Are you looking for someone to spar with? Perhaps a friendly bout to pass the time?
Yes.
Ah, my friend, I like your spirit, but unfortunately I must decline. You see,
No.
there are more important things to do than engage in petty physical contests. As the ruler of Metropolis, I have a responsibility to my people, a duty to protect them from harm and lead them towards greatness. But if you're ever in need of some martial arts training, perhaps I can take you under my wing and show you a few moves. What do you say?
Yes, please.
Excellent. I knew you had the potential to be a worthy student. But before we begin, we must first address some important matters. You must swear allegiance to me as your master and ruler. You must pledge to uphold justice, honor, and all that is weird and wonderful in this city. And most importantly, you must bring me my royal blanket, which has gone missing. Only then can our training begin in earnest.
I swear myself to you. Now where is this blanket?
Wonderful. Your loyalty is duly noted, my friend. As for the blanket, it was last seen in a dark alleyway near the edge of level 4. But be warned, there are many dangers lurking in those shadows. Feral robots, mutant rats, and who knows what else. But fear not, with me by your side. We shall retrieve my royal blanket and emerge victorious. Are you ready to embark on this quest with me?
Yes.
Ah, my friend, your enthusiasm is contagious. I can feel the energy flowing through me like a bolt of lightning. It seems that fate has brought us together for a purpose greater than we could have ever imagined. Together, we shall conquer all obstacles and emerge triumphant. Let us go forth into the night and claim our destiny.
Lead the way.
My friend, I sense that we have reached a crossroads in our journey. But fear not, for we are not yet at the end of the road. No, no, no. We are merely taking a moment to pause and reflect on all that we have accomplished thus far. And let me tell you, my dear friend, we have accomplished much. We have faced down danger and emerged victorious. We have overcome obstacles that would have felled lesser beings. And we have laughed in the face of adversity and come out stronger for it.
Okay, nice talking to you.
Of course, my friend. It was a pleasure to chat with you. I always enjoy meeting new people and sharing in the weird and wacky adventures of this great city. Who knows? Perhaps our paths will cross again someday, and we shall once again embark on a journey of epic proportions. Until then, may the spirits of Metropolis guide your steps and bring you good fortune. Farewell.
There's something Oblivion-like about him for some reason. Can I come in?
Sorry, Goblin, but we're not allowing anyone into the secure area at the moment. Our top priority is to keep everyone safe and secure.
Do you have anything to do with this?
Anything to do with what, officer? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but let me tell you something. I'm not the kind of person who shies away from challenges or backs down in the face of adversity. In fact, I thrive on it. So if there's something that needs to be dealt with, some problem that needs to be solved, then count me in. Because when it comes down to it, I'm a man of action, not words, and I'll stop at nothing to achieve my goals and protect the people.
Hey, how do I get to level 4? How do I get to level 4? How do I get to level 4?
Oh, you want to go to level 4? Well, that's easy. Just take the elevator down from wherever you are and select level 4.
Oh, thanks. How you doing?